Welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about the three kinds of modules that you can have in Node. We've seen that we have this type, which we already know about, which is a module that you create yourself, like script.js, and has its module exports, and you give it the path to the file so you can find it. There's also something called built-in modules. And built-in modules are modules that come already pre-installed with Node. For example, one of the more popular ones is the FS module. And this module, if I console log, is a module with a whole bunch of things, once again, but it allows you to read the file system. That is, if you had a text file and you wanted to read through the text file and extract out how many times the word hello was said, well, you can write that by simply using the file system module and using something like read file or read file sync, which will output, if you do something like read file, it will output the contents of the file, and then you can do whatever you want with it. Another popular one is the HTTP module, which, as you can guess, is the module that we'll use later on to build a server. And you can read up on all these modules, but those two are probably the most popular. In our case, as web developers, we're really concerned with the HTTP one. These modules are without the path. They're just simply exactly like that. And then finally, the third type of module, again, the one that we know, is something from NPM, a package. And one of my favorite packages to use with Node is something called nodemon. And nodemon is really, really nice because, well, if I clear this and install npm install, and I'll have to do npm init first, actually, to make sure that I have a package.json file. And if I pass the -y, it'll just say yes to all the prompts that I get beforehand. There you go. I have my package.json. And now within this package.json, I'm going to say npm install nodemon -- save dev. If I go to package.json, I see that now I have nodemon in dev dependencies. And we haven't seen this before. Up until now, we've done either -- save or nothing at all and automatically put it in dependencies. Dev dependencies are dependencies that we only use when we're developing. When we actually release this app or this server, it won't be included because nodemon is just for, again, for our enjoyment while we're developing. Now let me show you what nodemon does. Nodemon now can be used because it's in node module, and if you go to bin, you see nodemon here. Well, because it's in the package node modules.bin, I can use the command such as start and say nodemon. And Node is smart enough to know that if I run nodemon, it's going to look in the .bin folder and find it there. If it finds it there, which it does, it will run the command. So let's see what happens. If I clear this and do npm start, I get a bit of an error because, well, we have some weird files in here. So let's just go back to our original example. Let's save, run npm start, and we have a clean exit, but you see that something is still running. If I change this now to 6 and I save, it'll watch those changes for me. It keeps listening to changes, and it will output everything. Again, if I change this, so I don't have to keep running the node script.js command. Very cool. So we'll be using nodemon a lot, and it's one of my favorite things to use, again, so I don't have to go back and forth. And if you make any mistakes, well, it will let you know right off the bat. All right, perfect. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.